Welcome to Portland, Oregon. Let's go skate. All right, kids, Portland, Oregon, MAX5 Pro. Let's ride it on the streets of Oregon. The crappy, homeless, potholes, big sticks everywhere, random homeless camps, all kinds of stuff on the street to throw you off the board. We're gonna ride 90mm 78A wheels today. They're big enough to handle it. Not quite as big as a crappy Lime scooter, but that seems to be how we always see Lime, just kind of laying on their side. Somebody just kicks it over when they walk. It was not me, I swear to God. But I have to say, like, this board has a little bit of concave on it. It feels good on the feet, and it has a lip on the toe side and the heel side. So when you are carving, it gives you a little bit of edge to grab onto with your feet. It feels kind of cool. It's a nice sunny day today too, so it's not raining, thank God. But I had to loosen up my trucks because they came so tight. I think they were thinking at Maxfind that, like, all of us are really fat Americans, and they didn't want any of you guys to get wheel bite. If you don't know what that is, you shouldn't be riding an electric skateboard. But that's when the wheel hits the board, and you're probably not gonna. It's not gonna happen to you because you know you have a carved out front end and tail. So there's quite a bit of room there for even making the tightest turns. But I am also very happy that this board came in an accessory case. Usually you don't come with a case. You have to throw your crap in a Ziploc bag. And this time I'm so excited because I get to keep everything in one box. The charger, it has a 2-hour quick charge, which I freaking love. And this is the charger right here. It's been upgraded, USB cable for the controller. And check it, we have 4 speeds on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to 25 miles per hour. It's super fast. There's the skate key. And back on the street. And you know, again, for the waterproof aspect of it, I feel like as long as you have everything pretty much sealed up from when you're charging it, you get back on the street, I feel like this board would handle a little bit of water. And I'm gonna have to test that out this winter in Portland because it's always freaking raining here. So it feels good. It's carvy. It's very predictable, and it feels like an upper echelon board, but it's less than $500, which is kind of a cheap price. I mean, the dual motor edition, it's coming in at $427. The single motor is $377, and if you want a long range one that'll do over 30 miles, that one's $547. That's still cheaper than anything high end out there. And again, this is a China company. This is not like, you know, a domestic $1,500 or $1,800 board. But I do have to say, they have 650 watt motors on here. 2 650 watt motors will make this board haul ass. 25 miles per hour. That feels super fast on a skateboard. I don't know if you ever fell down on a skateboard doing 25, but it sucks. I've broken a motorcycle helmet, but I feel comfortable on this board. And now we're gonna cruise across the bridge. Just get some bridge time in. Loving the sunshine, the way the river's looking today. The Willamette's looking super juicy out there. Super nice. A little narrow across these bridges. Try to stay to the right. Respect people's space. And again, 650 watt motors. I'm able to go up these ramps. And if you live in Portland, you know these ramps are a little bit of a climb. And there's big bumps in between every deck that's laying down here. So these 90mm wheels do decent over big bumps. You don't really feel the big bumps as much, and the board does have more flex because it is a composite board. It's a little bit bouncy, so it feels good when you're carving. Kind of gives you just a little bit of suspension in there. And the guys on bikes don't mess around in Portland, man. They're just trying to go faster than me. But again, up the ramps, down the ramps, no problem. It feels sturdy. 90mm wheels just about make it over anything. But if you do hit something big, you're gonna get thrown off the board. You just have to constantly be looking when you're on an e-board. And hey, I'm on your left, bro. Oh, no, I had to stop. This dude has headphones on. I told him I told my man I'm on the left that he has headphones on. If you're riding a unicycle, you should probably not have headphones on. But the plasticky grip tape's the thing that got me. I almost tried to peel up the top layer to see if there was something just covering this grip tape. It does have a bit of concave again with that kind of toe and heel lip. I like that a lot. And it has the encased battery, Hobby Wing ESC. That's definitely an upgrade from the original one. And it feels good. This is a nice feeling board. And supposedly the range on it's 15 to 21 miles. I would have to test that out a little bit more. But one of the reasons it has a nice feel too is not just the 90mm, the composite deck. It also has a nice 10.6 45-degree angle trucks on here, facing opposite directions, which is a lot of longboards have that. So if you have nice longboard trucks, just a little bit wider width, especially these big wheels, you don't really want a narrow wheelbase on your board. It takes the turns kind of nice. So we're going to go into downtown. I want to take you guys downtown because it gets crazy in downtown and you need a decent brake. So this one has a nice fast gradual brake with the Hobby Wing ESC. It doesn't have a hard brake on it. Like years ago, it was crazy. Like I had some brakes, some cheap China boards in $100 to $200 range, just pitch you off the board. So if you're buying a really cheap board, that's probably what you're gonna get. You're gonna get old stock ESC, and the board's gonna ride okay, but it's gonna brake like crap. And some of the older boards had reverse, and this one has a secret way to get to reverse. If you press on the mode button, the speed button, it'll long press it, it'll put it in reverse. And why on God's earth you really want to have a reverse on an e-board is beyond me. But it does make it over on metro tracks, which is good. Big enough radius on the wheels to be able to handle a smaller metro track, not a full-size train track. I wouldn't try that. Just get off the board. Don't even try it. But I like the board. I don't have a lot of bad stuff to say about the board because you know, I've only had this board for a week now. It's not a long range type of a long-term review, but we could come back and, you know, see what the MAX5's doing in 6 months from now. I do like the fact that it does have an option for upgradable 105mm wheels. I told them to send me those 105s, but for some reason they didn't send me those to me. So we're riding with the old donkey wheels today, but they do good downtown. They make it past the homeless camps. Watch out for those guys whenever you're riding the e-board. But I'm just about done with this review. I'm pretty happy with the dual motors. If I was you, I'd get the dual motors. Forget the single motor unless you live somewhere at the beach and you're just going to go out and cruise and you have no incline at all. But for Portland and the Pacific Northwest, I'm definitely feeling the dual motors on here. 650 watt. That's a good motor. You know, back in the day, we were rocking some 250 watt motors, and finally these companies are kind of upgrading. So if you like my reviews, guys, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.